Hi, it's Cindy Wabi, and I'm here at my Hasita South Estate just waiting for my crew to show up and load up the rest of all of our deliveries and donations. We had a great sale at this home. I wanted to highlight, while I had a few minutes, just a little trip down memory lane for me. This is a blue willow plate. I'll hold this up to you for you. And my career, if you will, in the antique business really kind of started with hunting down a blue willow plate when I was 8 years old. My first hardcover big book that I read, that I checked out of the library at Ellis Parker Elementary School, was a story called The Blue Willow Plate, and it was written in the 1940s, and it told the story of a little migrant girl whose mother had saved a blue willow plate through all their travels that belonged to her grandmother. It was the most valuable thing that family owned. And when it came time when they could no longer pay, they struggled to pay the rent on the little shack that they were living in, the little girl pulled out the blue willow plate and offered it as payment for their rent. And the story goes on to talk about what happened after that. This story, The Blue Willow Plate, was known at the time as the juvenile or children's version of The Grapes of Wrath. And if you're familiar with Steinbeck's Grapes of Wrath, you know that it talks about the plight of families and migrant workers during the Great Depression and how very, very difficult that was. So that story really mesmerized me, and when I finished that, I determined that I was going to hunt down a blue willow plate. And if you've ever heard me say half the fun is in the hunt, that's kind of where I started with this. But I was 8, just between the 2nd and 3rd grade, and there was a garage sale down the hill from our home in Eugene, and it was located on West Amazon. There's an East Amazon and a West Amazon. I can remember it to this day. I walked in and was looking through some of the plates and things, and I came across a blue willow plate, what I thought was a blue willow plate. It looked just like the drawing on the cover of the book that I was reading. I had a whole 25 cents because that was my allowance, and that's what I paid for my blue willow plate. And I've treasured it ever since, and that's kind of what launched my interest. I think, first of all, just hunting down particular items, and then the elation of scoring and finding what I was looking for. The blue willow plate actually tells a fictional story. You can see the pagoda here. It tells the story of a Chinese merchant, I believe, and he locked his daughter up in the pagoda of their garden because he had promised her hand in marriage to an elderly man in the village. And I don't know how the story went. It is a fictional story, but this scene here depicts this whole little fable of this poor little girl who's promised to a wrinkled old man. Anyway, that's my little trip down memory lane about how I got started in this interesting and fascinating business. I still think that half the fun is in the hunt, and I hope that you have fun hunting for your treasures at my estate sales. Have a great day. Bye.